What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And let's go into Rick James Stories, Part 6. Studio 54. Rick James was synonymous for being what Studio 54 was all about. Studio 54 was about being free of all ambitions. Everything, just wow. From the first night he was in there, he met everybody. Teddy Pendergrass, Stevie Wonder had showed up there. It had an atmosphere that was party, but the later you stayed, the crazier it got. Rick told his girl he was going out to the club. I'm going out tonight. And then he wanted to take one of his buddies that was there. And one of his buddies was in town visiting, from California. And he plays, he's a musician. He played with, toured with the Stones. So he knew about going out and partying and all that. Nobody could party like the Stones. But he had never partied with Rick James. That was a whole different type of animal. So he's at the hotel room, getting ready, don't want to go too far in case Rick calls the room. So he got to come pick him up. Now, he's got his girl in town with him. He doesn't want to take his girl out with Rick James because he's like, this is too much for her. She's not probably going to, I already heard he parties hard like the Stones. So he already know I can't even bring my girl out around Rick James. Like Mick Jagger. So how can I do it with Rick James? So he told her just, do something at the room, stay there, go out and eat, watch a movie, do whatever you want to do. Because I'm going to be hanging with Rick tonight. So he talks to Rick at 10 o'clock at night. Rick's like, yeah. We out of the studio, man. We're making some, oh man, it's a jam, man. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Well, man, I swear to God, man, this outrageous where I'm finna take you. Man, but this song here I got, man, it's inspired by this place, man. I swear. When you hear this, man, you go die. That's how, man, it's like heaven. I'm telling you. But I'm gonna pick you up. Yeah, I'll be there in a little bit. So, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He's still there in the room. So he basically is like, all right, my girl done did everything she finna do. She going to bed. Next thing you know, the phone ring. Yeah, where you at? I'm in the hotel room. Come downstairs. He was like, what? It's 1 in the morning. Like, what in the world are we finna do at 1 in the morning? He go downstairs. Rick, oh yeah, let's go. Get in the car. He's like, Rick pulls off so fast, he ain't even all the way in the car. They get all the way to the club. And he's like, man, I swear to you, he said 1 o'clock in the morning, the place is super packed. Like there's a sea of people outside waiting to get in. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. People are trying to clear them off the streets. So they go in through the entrance or whatever. There's Rick. Rick gets in there and meets all these people. He got chicks everywhere. Man, and everybody, Rick. Hey, what's happening? Yeah, there's my man right here. He's from California, baby. So, Rick is sitting down there and all these people there. He got Punch there from Chips. From the TV show Chips. He's over there. He got John Belushi sitting with him over there. That's John Belushi. And there's my main man over there. So he's talking to all his homies over there, and they sitting there. And all these people are there, and they having a great time. They smoking weed. They doing everything they want to do in this area. He had never seen nothing like this. It's blowing his mind. That girl breast is out. Oh, yeah. That's what we do. So, he's thinking, well, it's 1 o'clock. We'll probably be here at about 3 or 4. Then I'm going to go home, and that's that. It's 3 or 4. Nobody's thinking about leaving. And everybody's like, what is going on? And Rick is still over there. Hey, play that song again. Yeah, play this one now. See, baby, listen to this song here. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, that's like, see, with you, baby, I want to melt, just melt in your body right now. Just both our bodies just melt together. And we just come up and make a whole human being when we form again, baby. That's how deep I want to be in you. So Rick is singing over here to this chick, basically. Though the other girls that he with, she turned around, Rick, you ignoring me. I can never ignore you, baby. So Rick is sitting over there with about 12 to 15 different girls over there. And then he's like, that's my buddy. Go over there and give him some love, too. So they go over there and start. He's like, oh, okay, I'm married. It's okay. He's just having a good time, just taking it all in. And he's just like, man, I've never seen nothing like this. So he's over there talking to people like Liza Minnelli, Grace Jones, all these celebrities in there. And all of a sudden, he see Keith Richards. Keith Richards walk up. Hey, was Keith? What are you doing here? I thought you was with the Stones. Y'all had a show. Nah, we were supposed to have a show, but we taking a break from touring right now. We coming back. He was like, Mick is gonna be here soon. He coming up here with his chick. So all these people kicking it off. It's 6 in the morning. And he's like, well, where's Rick? Rick been gone for hours. Nobody know where he at in the club. And it's like 6 in the morning. The club is still going down. People are fanning out, in and out. But nobody really goes nowhere. This party is still going on. It's 6, 7, and 8 o'clock in the morning. Then here come Rick. They come out the back room. Rick got no shirt on. Rick still telling a story about some ducks. He's like, Rick come out telling a story about some ducks. He was like, and I was telling the duck, like, look, I gave you some bread. Get the hell away from my car. And I don't want to hurt the duck. So he's telling this story about this duck, and he's real passionate about ducks all of a sudden. So Rick and all of them all come back out. So he's like, I got to get home. I got a wife that's going to be worried sick about where I'm at. And he was like, tell her you're with Rick James. Man, don't worry about that wife, man. Come on, man. Sit there. What do you mean you finna go home, man? You riding with me. I got you. It's 10 in the morning. He's like, Rick, you ain't tired? He's like, man, they got a bed in the back. Man, hey, take him in the back. Get him a bed. Get him a bed. Get my man a bed. So they went, took him in the back, laid out on this little, like, futon couch thing, and next thing you know, girls come in there jumping on him. Woo! He's like, no, I want to lay down, take a little nap. I'm tired. So they was like, you want this? This will pick you up. They start offering him coke and everything else. He was, no. I'm just lay on back. I'm all good. So they left out the room like, your friend is boring. He don't want to party. Next thing you know, he come back out the room. He wake up some hours later. It's like 2 in the afternoon. The music done died down. People in there cleaning up. Rick James is still up talking about song. Now when we do this, I'm gonna try to get you and you on the song, and then if I get Keith on there, man, that's what I'm saying. Motown, man, they wanna submerge my sound. You know what I'm saying? They wanna hold me back because I'm tremendous. See, they know I'm a tremendous raw talent. They've never seen anything about me. They don't understand about me. They think I'm just sex. I promote sexuality. See, that's what they can't understand. And they see what the thing is. They're out of date. They're out of time. All the artists, I love them all. I love Stevie. I love them, but they're out of date. They're out of time. And I'm the future. And they don't understand it because they're not the future. They're past dated time. They thought Rick James was just one-dimensional. I'm the future. So Rick is still having this conversation. It's 2 in the afternoon. He turn around. He look on the couch. He's like, no, that ain't my girl. His girl is at the studio. She at the club. She down there chilling with Rick. And everybody else sitting there on Rick arm and, hey, look here. What's going on? He's like, that's my girl. What are you doing down here? She's like, yo, you said you was going to be at this club with Rick. This was the only thing going on. And so I was concerned. I called, and then Rick said, come on down. Yeah, I thought I'd come on down there. We're going to have some breakfast. It's 2 PM. They in there finna order some food in the club. They have not left the club. It is now Saturday. That was Friday night. It is Saturday. Rick is still half dressed because he got on his pants and no shirt. Rick, they was like, well, Rick, do you want to go and, take a ride with him? So Rick like rode off, went somewhere else, and came back to the same place. They never left the club from Saturday to Sunday. Friday to Sunday, Rick James stayed in the club. Did not leave. Him, Keith Richards, Punch from Chips, John Belushi, they were there to Sunday. From Friday night to Sunday night. They didn't leave. His buddy was like, I cannot hang out with Rick James ever again. My girl, we broke up because of that stuff. Total corruption. She was totally corrupted by the scene. Could not party with Rick James. He don't want to go home. Rick likes to stay out at that time. It was one big party atmosphere, and Rick didn't want nobody leaving. Like, no, what do you mean leave? No, stay, come on. Rick had a great time, and he was about living life and enjoying it to the fullest. I don't think any human being could amass the amount of fun Rick James had during his lifetime. Especially during that time, in the 80s. He had it all. Studio 54 was his home. And how about... Oh, I ain't tell you about the time we locked the keys in the car. I know I told y'all that. I was going to tell you when Rick locked the keys in the car. They was in, what was it, Buffalo, New York? Either Buffalo, Detroit, one of them. Rick was in the studio. Was in the crib. He's driving to pick up something. And he just came out the car. And I think he might have been with Levi. Might have been with somebody else. And he's looking for the keys. God, dog it, what? You done lost my keys. Go back in there and get my keys. Rick didn't come back. Damn, and the keys ain't in there, Rick. How the keys ain't in there? Look in the car. See if you left them in the car, Rick. I know I didn't leave them in the goddamn car. If I left them in the car, then I would be a dumbass. So Rick look in there and see the keychain with the big old guitar on it. Damn! They in the goddamn ignition. No, it ain't on. I turned the car off, but you made me forget the goddamn keys. So Rick is sitting over there. I don't want to go over there. I know how to get it. Get me a clothes hanger. I'm getting in there. So Rick and them, they got a clothes hanger. They in there trying to get in the car. So somebody called the cops. And Rick is out there with this hanger. Man, you got me out here freezing. It's freezing out here. And I'm trying to get in this goddamn car. So he was like, man, Rick, let me just call somebody. Why don't you go in there and warm up? Why don't you go back in there and warm up? So Rick going back in there and warming up. And they was like, well, Rick, the police show up. And he was like, well, can I see some ID? I'm Rick James. That's my ID. Rick had no ID on him. Rick had no wallet. Rick had nothing. I'm Rick James. What you mean you don't know me? Everybody know me. Your wife probably know me. So the cop was not enthused with Mr. Rick James. Then the guy who came for backup was like, yeah, man, that's Rick James. What's going on, Rick? I locked my keys in the car. They was like, all right, well, we'll have somebody come down here and get it out. We just gonna see if you got any outstanding warrants. I ain't broke no law. Locking my own keys in the car is a law. Fuck off. So when he said that, that's when the cops is like, look, we might have a problem here with Mr. Rick James. So his buddy, they asking him what's going on. He was, look, officer, we just trying to get out of here, man. We ain't trying to do nothing and cause no problems, man. You know, if you've been doing drugs and alcohol, no, sir. You know, Rick James just kicked the doggone window and broke his car window and went in there. Look, it's all over. I got my keys. I'm going home. Oh, God. Now he's like, I'm freezing out here. And he's like, that's why I asked, because you keep talking about it's freezing and you're cold. I think you probably need to go to a doctor. It's 77 degrees outside. Both of them was talking about how cold it was. I guess that his buddy didn't want to tell him, like, Rick was wrong. It's 77 degrees outside. Rick talking about he freezing. It's freezing out here. Got me out here freezing. Oh, man. It's like, that's why we said it, you know. We thought maybe you need to go to a doctor. Because you keep complaining about the cold, and it is 77 degrees outside. Oh, man. Yeah, but Rick broke his own window to get in there and get the keys in front of the cops. So, yeah, that's enough for Rick James stories today. I got a lot I got to do. I'm out.